Welcome back to Thrive at the Top, the podcast for leaders in high-pressure industries who are done with surface-level solutions and ready to lead with clarity, care, and strategy. And today's episode is titled, Why Referring to a Psychiatrist First Might Be Costing You Trust. This one is especially for the decision makers, the CEOs, directors, safety managers, HR leads who are building well-being pathways for their teams, but might be unknowingly starting at the wrong place. So over the last 12 months, I've had hundreds of conversations with leaders across the industries, aviation, resource, education, and healthcare. One consistent thread keeps coming up. When workforce well-being concerns arise, the first response is often, we should go see a psychiatrist. Most organizations actually have a psychiatrist on board, and that's the first point of contact for all the workforce when something starts to go wrong. And that might be where the trust is breaking down. Let me be clear, psychiatrists are an important part of mental health ecosystem, no doubt. But when they become the first and only referral option, especially in workplace setting, it can feel extreme. To many employees, this is not an invitation to get support. It's a red flag. It signals that something must be seriously wrong. And it reinforces one of the oldest and deepest stigmas. If I see a psychiatrist, that must mean I'm mad. Now go back to one of the earlier episodes on the history of mental health in our podcast here, right? Health stigma in the workplace. You'll see where the fear is coming from. So I'll refer you back to our earlier podcast. But let me offer you another frame. In healthcare, when someone isn't well, they usually start with a general practitioner, right? Then, if needed, they're referred to a specialist. That's the pathway that everybody knows regarding medical. It's staged. It builds trust at each step. We need the same logic in workplace mental health systems. Because right now, we're asking staff to jump straight to the most intense level of care in environments where stigma, fear of career impact, and confidentiality concerns are already high. Here's what your workforce is afraid of, and they've told me this directly. Being labeled, being grounded or suspended from duties, losing future promotion opportunities, losing the confidence of their peers, most of all, being seen as weak or unstable. So what happens? They don't speak up, they don't access the support, and they don't recover. And burnout, attrition, presenteeism all go up. So let me give you some simple practical steps to turn this around. First suggestion, early intervention programs. Start with proactive support, well-being check-ins, stress audits, fatigue training. Number 2, health promotion programs. Run campaigns that normalize everyday mental maintenance, not just crisis care. Number 3, ongoing training and assessment. Equip leaders and staff to recognize, respond, and refer correctly. Number 4, climate and culture diagnostics. Use tools like our Safe Pillars diagnostic to measure real-time well-being data and identify psychosocial hazards before they escalate. And number 5, external mental health support. Why? Because confidentiality matters. Many employees prefer accessing support outside the organization. Our research confirms this. Final thought, you wouldn't let your team operate machinery without the right safety checks. So why let them operate under pressure without the right mental health systems? So what is my call to action for you this week? As you head into 2026 planning, book a well-being risk briefing request, a Safe Pillars walkthrough, or schedule a leadership snapshot backup. Send us a message or email us at hello@completewellbeingglobal.com. So I hope you understood what I'm saying, right? That as you proactively put things together, as you develop or create a plan for your workforce, remember that sometimes this is the perception that your suggestion is sounding very extreme, especially with mental health. Mental health is a sensitive topic. Let's try these strategies and see if your uptake, if the participation and the engagement level of your suggestions will work.